Okay, so there's those colors I ran to last night. So how's this one here? So all these videos here, um, this is me telling a story. Like these are what I I use on my when I'm not working on the book or when I'm not um waging spiritual warfare. I'm usually telling stories to my phone to what I assume is what I used to assume was the good universe or the bad universe watching me. Now I just think it's the AI watching me. But I know the spirits are watching it. It's my expectation that these will be this recording that I'm teaching here will be recorded to um, the Earth's magnetic core for future record keeping purposes. So these ones here, I ran with or I climbed up and down the stairs um, with these kids singing here. I wasn't sweating when I was listening to these kids, but when I put these women on and climbed up and down the stairs, I started sweating instantly. So then I started walking with these guys here, and I was still sweating. So that's like a investigation that I'm doing. So I started out with the frequency here, and I wasn't sweating. Um, then I put these little girls on, I wasn't sweating. Then I want to put the women on, I was sweating. When I put the men on, I was sweating. So I have to calculate why. What's that all about? So I was just telling the stories here, right? So that's the mother there. That's her first cousin there. That's uh, one of the spirits. There's another one of the spirits. There's me, talking about that stuff there. But there's a connection to the the Stygian witches because there's three witches there, and they fight over an eye. And so those witches they represent the evil grandmother, the evil mother, and the evil daughter spirit that are in control of creation as the chemical dopamine, and they fight over that eye. The eye is metaphorical for my eye, what they can see in my brain um, while I'm creating that fantasy for them. So in that particular scene, there was they talked about Perseus was like, "Stay on me, ladies, stay on me." So that was one of my theories that when I'm running, they're actually the fire electron from the hydrogen molecule, whereas I'm the Earth proton. So if they're the fire electron and I'm the I'm the magnetic wave in the universe, those hydrogen fire protons will stick to that electromagnetic wave. So, you know, that's what I was talking about last night in the story. Well, explaining what these witches are. The witches are, evil spirits that that manipulate me into, getting the EMF so that they can kill me. Last night was their plan to try to assassinate me by, they've been trying to do it for so long with black magic, and because meth is not good for the cardiovascular. You can die from it. So last night was their assassination attempt, but I managed to avoid it. So that's called the edge of tomorrow. So what I do is edging. So for 3 days, on crystal meth, while pleasing those spirits, that's edging. So that's like edge of tomorrow. They're expecting me to be dead. Here I was talking about plausible theory about mother, being taken away and deatomized. That's her, like trying to find that magic number. So I connected that as mother being Super 8 because there's a trailer called Super 8. Because she's Supergirl, right? This has the lyrics about one last cup of Starlight before I start my day. And this was talking about, mother selling Sanctuary. This is about trying to find an invisible dot, which is that theory about her being deatomized. Which I'm not so certain that's true because I believe they're waiting for her to get pregnant so that she could create a black hole extinction level event. In the event that I stop that by writing the book, that's when they come over and get rid of us as, pretending to be an invisible man. But they're trying to really cloud the waters with this, getting me to get the crystal back to communicate with them so that they could tell me all kinds of nonsense and throw me off my plan. They got me to waste 4 days, 5 days actually. I'll be wasting today again because I'm too lazy to go work when I should be working. So that's just about mother. And here it's like talking about I've been here all day, I've been here all night. It's like she's there, but I don't usually work with her spirit because I'm afraid of hurting mother. So that was me running with or walking with thunderstorms. That's about the one that got away. Basically, that guy, he drives off a cliff in a Mustang at a high rate of speed. So that's how I could tell that they're trying to kill me. Speed kills. Kill your speed. Because speed is their name for meth. I'm fully aware of that. Especially with the amount I got. For $20, they gave me like 2 grams, which is a lot. So I knew that they were trying to get rid of me or get me to waste my time. Either one is still get rid of me because if I don't get the book out right away, then we're, kaputskis. But where the book is now, it's just basically, it's almost ready. I probably could just, do it as a volume 1 edition and go to the library now and print it off if I wanted. And I'm going to do that. This week I'm going to make an appointment to see Chief of Council on Wednesday. So I'll work on it tomorrow. I'll work on it Tuesday. Then whoever I get done Tuesday, I'll upload it to the internet. Then I'll go to council. I'll tell them to look at it. And then we'll be on our way. That'll be volume 1. And then it'll be re-edited. So as I got more time, over the next couple of weeks, I can go in and re-edit it and then add more pictures to it, add more stories to it, and then maybe around Christmas or end of November, that'll be volume 2, or it'll be the first edition and then the second edition. So the second edition will have more information in it. The first edition, I could print that off now if I wanted, because all the science that is required to save the day is at the beginning of the book. So near the end here, where I'm at now, it talks about teleportation of people's consciousness into our bodies, which science may want to learn, but right now I think the more pressing issue is to prevent mother from becoming pregnant. So, that means the book needs to be published. So that's why they're getting me to waste 4 or 5 days. They knew that the 4 days, I could have had that book done by now and it would have been ready to go. So by them getting me to race 4 days, they're trying to multitask to try to kill me by getting me to have a stroke, and also kill me by making me waste my time so that I don't release the book. Um, to save mother. So the speed could, be wasting my time these past 4 days, could destroy mother. And then that's this here, spotted horse. So that's referred to me being quick or speed on speed and being dead because of me dragging my feet, wasting time and not releasing the book right away, or by the witches, killing me because of their black magic. There's all kinds of black magic they cast in this house. So that's just me. I usually put on videos to tease, the bad side of creation. So this one here is about The Shining and Second Key. So the key is mother. So they're dancing around and zombies there, right? Like and it's green, which is my element, Earth, and that's the color of the wave. So that wave isn't pure because I haven't I've been afforded the opportunity to purify it. So if mother becomes pregnant, that wave being impure, the electric wave being impure, mother being impure, that's what, in theory, could create the black hole. But in this case, it could mutate COVID. That's why those zombies are there. It's a representation of rabid zombies or rabid humans. Brought on by mother becoming pregnant with evil Earth magnetic wave that hasn't been purified. This is contact, so this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to purify those electromagnetic waves so that I can send a signal over to the elemental universe to contact the good guys, so let them know that we need spaceships. That's her there. I was just showing people what she looks like. My theory is she's Super 8. Now, everyone, opens up their soul to evil at some point in time when they first have a climax. That's when I theorize when she opened up her soul. That's what makes her Super 8 or Supergirl. So there's an investigation there, Jaden. I'm trying to find that particular age. That's me just using a girl as an example. That's a Supergirl up there. There's me, poking fun at evil, making, telling them they don't show me love, I don't show them love. That's Children's Play. That's Chucky. Which is a representation of me. Like he's bad, but he's good because he's called a good guy, but he's bad actually, right? So I just put that on her. Maggie May, there was some information. I don't know why I put that on there, but Maggie May has a story on there, which is connected to this evil witch is trying to give me a stroke. This church one here was I can't remember what I put that on for. I put it on for some reason. I think let's talk about our spirits. Like our spirits, like mine and mother's, like have been subjected to evil's deviancy. So it's basically talking about when we were young, like their deviancy, and us trying to ascend out of that situation that evil has put us in. That's connected to the photograph. In the photograph, there's evidence in there about having a stroke. The same with this one. There's evidence in here about having a stroke. This one here had evidence about when your legs don't work like they used to, because that's the theory about them trying to get me to climb up and down the stairs. Um, then this is the theory about running with the lights. Then I put on one of my own videos. Then another one of my videos. Um, this one here has evidence of running high, because that's basically what's happening. Like when I do the crystal meth, and then I have to purify myself after committing spiritual warfare. I'm actually, I'm running while I'm high, and that's what this song is. He talks about running while high. So there's that over there. I usually play that on it because I play that because I let them know I know what they're up to. That's higher. It's about, can you take me higher? Meaning, getting high on crystal meth and trying to find these teeny tiny pieces of information that slip by when I'm not paying attention. So there's the things there. I went running last night because my head was hurting. I was really weak. This is this morning. I woke up. I put this on. I usually play that in the morning when I wake up and I survive, because he at the beginning there says, "And he's alive." How do you do that? I don't know. I just feel comfortable in water, he says. So water, when I'm laying on my back, there's like a transfer of water. If I sit up, there's a transfer of fire. If I stand up, there's another transfer of fire. So there's two different kinds of fire. So if I'm on my hands and knees without, there's a different kind of fire. So there's like three kinds of fire. So there's an investigation that I go on there trying to figure out why am I getting water on my back? Why am I getting heat on my knees? Why am I getting fire standing up? Why am I getting fire on my back with my eyes closed? So I'm investigating all of that stuff. Pan, that's just about, in there he talks about a boy that would lead an uprising. And then he said, if that boy makes it to the natives, all will be lost. That's me. I'm the boy, or my inner child is the boy. And if I make it to the natives, meaning if I make, if I succeed in, surviving the witch's assassination attempt on my life by getting me to overindulge in the crystal method, killing myself with a stroke, all will be lost. That's what they talk about it. That boy Anthony makes it to the natives, all will be lost. That's what he says on there. It means if my book makes it to Chief and Council, all will be lost. So I'm still here. I'm still standing. So the book is going to make it there. Tomorrow I'll go make an appointment, see Chief of Council, and I'll get the book ready, take it to them, and then all they got to do is call Jaden and tell her to read that book, tell her not to get pregnant, and we'll avoid the black hole catastrophe. The next hurdle is to, get past these dumbass imposters coming over here pretending to be your mommy and daddy. So, that's about a boy, running. So, I put that on because I thought it was interesting. It's like, that's me. Because the other story I told you about, well, if the light is the male side of creation, this side, and the dark or the nighttime is the female side of creation, this side, that means there's an evil female over here. That means there's an evil male over here. That means there's a good female over here and a good man over here. Therefore, if I gotta run during the day, like my previous videos I've stated, to bind the hydrogen to the visible electromagnetic radiation wave, that still has to continue. That's what they're trying to get me to do. By getting me to get high, they feed my head with all kinds of different theories that throw me off my rhythm. So they don't want me building muscle, and they don't want me running. And they're trying to get me to go up and down the stairs. But like I said, that's mother's job to do that, up and down the stairs in darkness while I run with my eyes open. I could still do the stairs thing though. It wouldn't hurt me, but that's just videos I put on for bad guys. That's me telling them, quit wasting your time, guys. This here is in I Origins. They talk about the guy seeing 1111 all the time. I see 1111s wherever he looks around. So I theorized that I have to get this book done before the 11th month, which is November. So that's what I Origins is about right here. I Origins. What does it mean? It means, Jaden, that the third eye, or that eye, Origins. Like, working with your spirit that saved me by transferring some of the electricity to my soul, to prevent damaging me, as what saved me. So there's the origins here. You have an origin story here that's connected to the 11th. So they're trying to tell me that I got 2 years. That's what I'm feeding my head with all kinds of crap. Oh, you got 2 years. Don't worry. No, I don't. I got till the 11th because of I Origins. If my theory is correct, the 11/11 on here means Remembrance Day. I'm not saying you're gonna get pregnant Remembrance Day. I'm just saying that the 11th month, sometime in the 11th month, is when you might become pregnant, which could cause a catastrophe. Therefore, I have to release the book in November. So that was the epiphany I needed, because they've been trying to get me to not release the book and work out and do this and do that. So that's the book of Eli. At the end there, he says, it's not a book, it's a weapon. So my book is a weapon, meaning it'll stop mother from becoming pregnant, which will save us. But then it'll launch the bad guy's plan is a weapon, because my book then becomes a weapon against me, because it allows them to come over here and impersonate the good guys. It's a weapon to stop the black hole, but then it becomes their weapon. There's the sexual healing video I did about climaxing the mother, which gave me some energy to save myself from the witch's assassination attempt by giving me a stroke. There's a cat here. That's her. Like, her mother's name is Cat, like nickname Cat, so she bears that name Cat. So at the end there, this guy he's saved by that cat. That's me. I just put some laughing at the bad guys. So this is a story of the big and little bears, which is us, because that's also her mother's name, the bear, which makes her mother the bear. I'm Bear Clan. So I'm Brother Bear to her, which would make me her my soul sister, which is connected to this mutant bear in Annihilation. And this particular scene here, the mutant bear, there's three ladies in a chair there. They're all sitting in a chair, and they're tied up. And the bear comes in there. And then a fourth lady comes in with a gun and tries to shoot the bear. And the bear goes running and attacks that lady with the gun and eats her, kills her. So the bear is a representation of mother because of her nickname, the bear. But because I'm Bear Clan, the bear is also me. So I'm the zombie part of the bear, where there's death associated with it, because the waging the spiritual warfare against evil has damaged my spirit and my soul, draining its life force, killing me. So that's why it is a zombie bear. Like, the zombie represents death. And when the lady with the gun's trying to shoot the bear, that's the evil witches and the artificial intelligence all trying to assassinate me with the damn stupid crystal meth. But Mother coming to my rescue by getting me to work with her spirit in silence and in darkness, so she could transfer some energy to my spirit and soul to protect me from having a stroke. So when the bear runs over and eats the woman with the gun is metaphorically for like a handgun, meaning my gun is a hand to shoot myself. But Mother saved me. That's what the bear represents. I'm the bear and she's the bear. And when she attacks the person with the gun, that's her saving me from being killed last night, which is October 26th. That's Desperate Measures. He just talks about a bus. You just fell off the bus, baby. So it's referring to the bad guys. Always trying to throw me under the bus with their stupid assassination attempts. But because I work with actual spirits, I have spirits that, want to protect me from dying. And I now have Mother Spirit to give me some of her life force to protect me from dying. So, the bad guys have their grandmother, mother, and daughter spirits and AI. So they have 3 spirits plus a machine to try to get rid of me. But I have all kinds of spirits from Saugeen that I work with that are trying to protect me, along with Mother. That's just my stories there about. I told you that one already about the darkness and what they look like. Wake me up. V for Vendetta. That's just me telling a story about evil. In here they talk about vengeance, which is connected to Star Trek Vengeance here. So this spaceship here, it's bigger than the Enterprise. It's more advanced. So that's what that's what I need built. But we can't build those. We gotta get the good guys to build them. Vengeance. So that vengeance is connected to the V for Vendetta vengeance. So in this particular trailer or movie scene here, the good guys come there and say, Kirk says, "That's quite a ship you got there." The guy says, "And I wasn't expecting to get word that you've taken Harrison into custody in violation of your orders." So Harrison is me, like George Harrison, right? You just take out away George, you just put Harrison. I wasn't expecting that you take Harrison into custody in violation of your orders, or I wasn't aware that you took my sweet Lord or my sweet Creator into custody in violation of your orders. Because you guys all heard me talk on these videos about some dumbass evil aliens coming here pretending to be your makers so they can get rid of me or take me into custody. So that's what this one is here, Star Trek in the Darkness. They're going to come here and get rid of me. So, and I wasn't expecting that you'd take Harrison into custody or the Creator into custody in violation of your orders. So, I'm ordering you, planet Earth, imposter children, to leave me alone when those dumbass aliens come here. And if they don't come here, leave me alone. Don't hurt me, because then you'll be the one on this thing. I wasn't expecting you to take Anthony into custody in violation of your orders, acting outside your boundaries. When your invisible man dad doesn't show up here, you take orders into your own hands and drop a nuke. Blow me up or assassinate me with a bullet. That's taking me into custody in violation of your orders. So I'm ordering you, don't do that. Oh, that's another one there, George Harrison, where he talks about it's going to take money, a whole lot of spending money. That's me. Once I give the book to Chief and Counsel on Wednesday, they'll have the power to give that to the lawyers, or the lawyers will give it to the scientists. Once the scientists prove the facts in it, we'll have our $90 billion land claim settled. And then That's what it's going to take. It's going to take a whole lot of spending money to do this right. To contact the good guys that can help us, protect us against evil. But building a spaceships, a billion spaceships, so that we can go destroy evil. So here's the black hole, which is connected to this one up here, my sweet Lord. In that particular video, this guy here, he goes on an investigation, but you see the hole there? Those books in the hole? That's their first primary line of defense is Jada becoming pregnant to create a black hole, which is this here. That's a black hole, which will happen if I don't release the book as soon as possible. So, in this particular scene here, you see the black hole that after the planet disappears, that's when you see the Enterprise. It enters the sea like over here like this, and it kind of flies past there after the planet's gone. Because it flies after the black hole, I could tell that that's evil's secondary weapon. Their primary weapon to get rid of all of us on planet Earth is getting Mother to become pregnant to create a black hole through that pregnancy, to kill us all. And in the event that I can stop that by releasing the book, that's when their secondary weapons take effect. That's when you see the spaceship fly by. That's them coming to Earth to pretend to be the good guys so they can get rid of me, your mother, and every single one of you. And in the event that I could prevent that somehow from happening, from disabling their spaceships by running and being healthy, well then, that activates their third weapon, which is you guys out there who believe in their lies and think that I'm Satan. You pick up arms and get rid of me. But I'm the good guy. I'm not the bad guy. I'm a police officer doing a police investigation. I'm not a criminal. In other words. So, that's what that hole is. That's what the book represents. It represents me writing my book to prevent a black hole, which makes me the good guy, not the bad guy. Then that airs, talk about Star Trek Vengeance about, he's been creating a special ship. And that's me working on a spaceship that I've designed personally to fly through space using the electricity of the hydrogen in the universe at the quantum level, while riding that wave of magnetism between each hydrogen atom. So there's a special ship in that particular. That's what the Vengeance is about. It's me designing a spaceship so that we can get rid of evil. So in that particular scene, they talk about a bulkhead breach. So the bulkhead breach is basically about spirits in our head breaching. Well, who's the breach? I assume it must be Mother, because I worked with her last night and she saved me. So there's a kind of a connection there. She's the firewoman, because when I was laying in bed here, I was sweating. I never used to sweat like that, but anyways, I was sweating, so I theorized she's the firewoman. Now, there was this one, he called it a smokestack lightning. So there's a smokestack lightning, be like the smoke that comes out of the pipe, right? That smokestack. But the lightning is electricity. So she's fire and electricity, which it restored energy to my soul. I mean, it restored energy to every atom in my body. So the atoms that took on a lot of damage in my brain, there was energy restored to them, which, prevented me from being murdered by those evil spirits and AI. So, Mother, she's still sanctuary. That's what that one is about. Because their plan to give me a stroke through meth, it probably has worked in a past life to the point where I'd be dead today. And, if I'm dead today, you guys will be dead sometime in Christmas time. Your mother got pregnant in November. You guys will be dead by before the new year. The black hole would arrive. So, it's quite possible that, that has happened in a past life. But I think I've avoided that pitfall today. So now the next pitfall to avoid is getting not, for the 4 days that they got me to drag my feet on completing a book, I just got to do it as a first edition and get the information out so that I can save the day. So today or tomorrow when I go finish writing the book, I'll just put first edition, upload it, print it off, give it to Chief of Council. Well, they'll give it to, Mother so that she doesn't become pregnant. And then we'll see what happens after that, folks. I know it's going to enact the plan here where Grey and Bruce County become my little sanctuary here. So, guys in Grey and Bruce County, when I told you the battle strategy to protect, United States and Canada, they gotta protect us with NORAD from people sending nuclear missiles our way. They have to protect the waters, the air, the borders to make sure that nobody can come into Grey and Bruce County. Nobody's gonna leave. Nobody can come in. Only supplies can come in. So that your mother and I can be afforded the opportunity to lose weight, become muscular, exercise together, while draining the life force from the evil grandmother and evil grandfather. And get rid of them once and for all. So that we can get a message over to the good universe by sending over a proper video. Because I could do it using my little drawings, but I want a digital video to send them what our war machines are going to look like. And for that, I need the military to design these spaceships along with scientists. They can look at my drawing and say, oh, yeah, I know what he wants. He wants a 12-mile wide spaceship with a centrifugal internal mechanism, and he wants rail guns. And he wants, rocket engines on it. Piece of cake, we can draw that, no problem. And they'll do it as a movie that I can then send over to the elemental universe, to the good guys who don't even know about their mom and dad being reincarnated here. Once they pick up that signal for the first time ever, I assume, we'll get our spaceships here. It won't take long for them to design them and bring them over here. So, Grey and Bruce County, your mother, she sells sanctuary here in Grey and Bruce County. You guys, we'll be safe here. We can relax here. I should be able to travel anywhere in this county without being murdered, is what I'm trying to tell you. So the rest of you guys out there, planet Earth, your mother, she sells sanctuary. Anyone who talks trash, opens their mouth, or says something stupid, you're not going to be coming to eternity with me. Remember that. I'm not messing around here, man. You talk shit about me, you can kiss, coming to eternity with the creators of all existence goodbye. Remember, this is Ragnarok, kids. This is, we've already lived a billion years to come into existence. Then, we created 1,400 planets that took 1.4 million years. And then evil rose up, murdered your mom and dad, created this planet. Then your mom and dad reincarnated here, where they kept killing us life after life after life with all their little tricks and traps, such as getting me to die on crystal meth, getting people to murder us on planet Earth because they think I'm Satan, or getting me to drag my feet so that I can't stop mother from becoming pregnant. So she creates a black hole, or coming over here pretending to be, the good guys to get rid of everyone. So they created a little trap here to lock us away. So for 9 lives, we've been trapped here. So this is the 10th life. This is the end of the cycle. That's it. Let's roll the marbles. It's the 1001th life. I've already explained that. The 1 and the 0 represents, 10 and 10. It has uniformity. It has the 00 in the middle. That's for Anishinaabe counting. Because we start with 00 in the bottom, and then we go 01, 02, 03, 04, all the way up, all the way up to 09. And then we come back down and we go 1, 0 for 10. So the 00 is a representation of Anishinaabe. The 1 on this side, this is your mother. She's on this side, is 1. The female creator. The 1 on this side, that's me, the male creator. That's why your grandmother killed every single one of you for the past 300 lives that we've all lived since the 666th life. She just doesn't care. She gets rid of you guys, life after life after life. When we come to the end of our 1 billion, 1 million, 400 year, or 1 billion, 600,000 year life cycle, when you evil guys think you're in control of creation, she just stops it all, rewinds it all. She rewinds everything back to the beginning, gets rid of everyone. She's done it for 334, 35 lives. She's killed everyone in the universe by rewinding time. It's nothing to her. It only takes 3 weeks. 3 weeks to live one life. Whereas you guys, you guys have been around for 200,000 years, right? You think that's a long time? It has been for you. But where she's at, 3 weeks has passed. That's it, man. 3 weeks gone by in her time. That's why she has no problem getting rid of everyone in creation, because it means nothing to her. It only takes 3 weeks to, get rid of everyone, to let them lead their lives again. Get rid of them, let them lead their lives again. Get rid of them, let them lead their lives again. 3 weeks passes like that for her, whereas you guys, 1 million years passes for all of us. Plus, 1.4 million years plus 200,000 years for evil. So don't think you're all high and mighty on your hill, mankind, or you're evil imposters pretending to be people you're not. Because grandmother can get rid of you like that. This is Ragnarok. And I know that you don't know about this because of First Student, which is a bus company. It's North America's largest bus company. It takes kids to school. First Student. So I know that this is the first time that you've heard about Ragnarok and grandmother's powers. And that this is your 1001th life. For you probably think it's only your first life. It isn't. So don't do nothing to jeopardize your future. Because I know I'm going to live forever. The question is, are you? Because you won't if you open your mouth.